the Z Warriors left Earth, Dr. Kochin is successfully able to free Dr. Wheelo and sends the Bio Warriors after Roshi, since they still believe he is the world's strongest. This time, Roshi is able to battle off the Bio Warriors and easily kill Dr. Kochin since Bulma isn't there to become a hostage. Unfortunately for him though, Dr. Wheelo sends the Bio Warriors after Roshi, and even though Roshi is much stronger here than he is in canon, he isn't able to defeat all of them at once, and he is captured and brought to the lab. Kami witnesses this from the lookout and tells the girls to stay behind, and he's going to go rescue Roshi. Kurita and Videl, of course, don't listen, and they follow along anyway. Kami and the girls arrive and are able to free Roshi before he can be body swapped, and Roshi and Kami working together are enough to kill the Bio Warriors, but once Dr. Wheelo emerged, the two wouldn't be able to stand a chance. Kurita wouldn't stand for this and would attack Wheelo as well, and even with her rage boost, it wouldn't do much against Wheelo unfortunately, and she would be quickly knocked out before she is able to unleash her full potential. Kami is able to take the girls and Roshi, and they escape to the lookout. Dr. Wheelo begins going on a rampage looking for the warriors, and the group have no idea what they can do to stop him. This is when Kami gets an idea that may be able to turn the tables, and it's an extremely risky one, but it's the only way they'll be able to defend the Earth. Kami goes to where he hid the rice cooker from all those years ago, and he releases the Demon King Piccolo. Piccolo would instantly be furious that he was defeated and sealed away again, and would go to attack Kami and try to escape. But Piccolo is complete fodder against Kami, and he's unsuccessful. Kami tries to explain to Piccolo that there's a force out there even stronger than him, and the whole planet will be destroyed, and him with it, if they're unable to fuse back together into one being. Piccolo would, of course, be against this, as he doesn't care if the world is destroyed, and that was his plan all along. Suddenly, Wheelo tracks down the warriors and arrives at the lookout. Everybody, including Piccolo, try to hold him off, but it's still no use. After realizing that he is going to die if he doesn't fuse anyway, Piccolo decides that it's for the best, as this is a lose-lose situation for him. Roshi, Kurita, and Videl do their best to hold off Wheelo as Piccolo and Kami fuse, and finally, Kamikolo is formed. Or the Nameless Namekian, whatever floats your boat. Even though Kami is the stronger out of the two, I'm going to have the host body be that of Piccolo's, mainly because his body is more suited for fighting. Now this increase in power wouldn't be anything like the original one from the Cell Saga, but as Guru said in canon that a Saiyan Saga Piccolo and Kami fusion would be enough to easily defeat Vegeta, I'll say that this fusion would possibly be as strong as maybe second or even third form Freeza. Yes, their fusion would be that powerful. With this new power, the Nameless Namekian would easily be able to defeat Wheelo with no difficulty whatsoever. Roshi and the girls would be astonished by Kami's power, and he claims that he is no longer Kami or Piccolo, but a being who has forgotten his true name. After some sort of introduction to this new being, Piccolo explains that now that Kami ceases to exist, that the Dragon Balls don't exist either. This worries everybody slightly, but not to the extent that it normally would, since these Dragon Balls can't revive anybody anyway. Another change would be that Piccolo would be more willing to train the girls, since he is now mainly a warrior, and so Kurita and Videl would become more powerful as well, and I would say maybe on the level of Nappa in a few short months. And in Kurita's case, even way more than him once she gets her rage boosts. Of course, in these few months, Turles arrives with his men, and are about to plant the Tree of Might, but Piccolo and the girls arrive to stop him. Now even though he isn't really relevant, Turles has a slightly different backstory here. As in this scenario, he was able to escape Planet Sadala's destruction and live on New Sadala. But he got fed up with all the strict rules they had in place, and he left to continue being a mass murderer. But like I said, this doesn't really matter, as Kurita and Videl are easily able to take out his men, while Piccolo easily kills Turles, and that wraps up Tree of Might extremely fast. A few weeks later, Piccolo has been able to control Kurita's rage boost much better, as they don't occur much when Videl is around. One day during training, a gigantic meteor comes from the sky and crashes into Earth, and a bunch of Lord Slug's soldiers come out and begin to wreak havoc on the humans. Piccolo and the girls arrive, and once again, easily defeat the soldiers and minions, but Piccolo is insanely surprised to see Lord Slug. Lord Slug remarks that he is surprised to see another Namekian on Earth, and this news surprises Piccolo, since remember, he never found out that he was a Namekian in this scenario, and he is greatly interested in learning about who he really is. Of course, Lord Slug isn't much for conversation right now and attacks the group, but since everybody is extremely powerful, and Lord Slug is still really old, it is an extremely easy fight. Instead of killing him, however, Piccolo wants to keep him around, and be able to ask more questions about the Namekians later, so he seals him away with the Mafuba, and the group return back to the lookout for more training, and to wait for the rest of the Z-Warriors to return to Earth. Meanwhile, in a jail cell, Dr. Gero is visited by a strange man who kind of resembles the little girl who blew up the Red Ribbon Army years ago. The man tells the doctor that he is destined to create great things and have this world be taken over by said creations. The man hands Jiro blueprints for androids and spy robots, and Jiro is extremely confused but grateful. The man also tells him that he is going to help make his androids stronger by sending even more powerful foes to Earth, so Jiro can get their DNA and make his creations even stronger. So all he has to do for now is sit back and wait. The man breaks Jiro out of jail and sends him to a new and improved lab, and makes his leave, while Jiro plots his way to get revenge.